Hey, hi, welcome back. One of the photographs that got the most attention when I first published Iconic Ann Arbor was this one, which was the bus depot. But think about it, all of the comings and goings, the life adventures associated, particularly back several decades ago, that were around bus stations, which was, for many people, the chosen or the required or the only mode of transportation that they had for trips of any distance. So let's take a look at this. This is the Ann Arbor Bus Depot. It was an inner city bus station located at 116 West Huron in Ann Arbor. It was built in 1940 as the Eastern Michigan Motor Bus Terminal and operated as a bus station until its demolition in 2014. It was designed by the Cleveland-based architects Banfield and Cumming in partnership with Ann Arbor architect Douglas Laurie in an Art Deco style. Between 1988 and 2001, it was listed as an individual historic property on the Ann Arbor Register of Historic Places. The bus depot was demolished in 2014 to make way for a 6-story, 110-room hotel on the property. Although its facade and marquee are being preserved and will be incorporated into the new hotel, it served as Ann Arbor's Greyhound station until shortly before its demolition, again in 2014. It was also the last surviving example of streamlined modern architecture and the last public Art Deco structure in Ann Arbor. I am so glad that they preserved this, and Zingerman's now operates this area for special occasions. So let's take a look at comments that I received. Somebody said, wow, what a cool photo. I love the sharing of stories that comes with them. Somebody else said, my future wife used to take the bus from Kalamazoo to our neat bus depot to visit me. We've now been married 57 years. Also, this is where I left to start my 2-year U.S. Army tour. Somebody else said, took me to Fort Wayne for my military physical twice. I remember arriving there on the overnight bus from New York City. I sat next to a guy who pulled out a bottle of vodka, chugged it in one go, and passed out for the rest of the trip. I always thought it was a bit weird that the bus station was right behind the county jail. I can't remember when there was a grill in it, and there would always be a lot of passengers. I can remember when there was a grill in it, and there would be a lot of passengers coming and going. I love that they kept the facade. It brings some charms and nostalgia to the downtown area. Somebody else said, it makes me homesick for Ann Arbor, born and raised there. One more person. Quick, another story at Bus Depot. Mom in Ann Arbor visiting. Dad drove her to Bus Depot for ride back to Grand Blanc. With stars and love in his eyes, kissed her, and he walked back to his fraternity house in the snow. Then he realized that he had driven to the depot. Long, cold night for my dad, who graduated in 1950. I love that story. That is a sweet, fun story. What was happening in 1940 in the world? Germans carry out a mass execution of Poles. In Indianapolis, Frank Sinatra debuts his singing with the Tommy Dorsey Orchestra. Benito Mussolini, Italian dictator, in Italy joined Hitler in Germany's war against Britain and France. Himmler, leader of the SS, orders the establishment of Auschwitz concentration camp. A rare moment of joy in the 1940 timeline. John Steinbeck is awarded the Pulitzer Prize for The Grapes of Wrath. Arguably the American novel, The Grapes of Wrath. Okay, that gives you a little bit of a sense of history at the time. Again, walk by and enjoy the fact that this has been preserved. I find it to be a very charming location filled with memories. Our son actually was in school in Kalamazoo and would go back and forth on the bus, and I would go down and pick him up and then drop him off as he went back to school. Okay, very good. Thank you so much. Again, push subscribe and you'll get notified as soon as the next one is published. All right, thank you. Bye-bye.